Hey everyone, it's Ethan Ormis back again for another video today, and welcome back to our Philadelphia franchise mode. And we are very excited to get into this one because we are here for the first time in the postseason in this series, which, like I said, I am very excited about. So of course we are going to be facing off against the Toronto Maple Leafs first this year, but just a quick little recap coming off a fantastic year this year, of course, winning the President's Trophy. Let's see if we can break the President's Trophy curse. Now, I doubt it, but you never know. And I don't doubt it because I don't have faith in this team, because I very much do have faith in this team, but I doubt it just because the President's Trophy curse just seems to be always victorious. So we'll see how things go, of course. Like I said, we are facing the Toronto Maple Leafs this year. This is the first postseason appearance that we have in this series, which I'm very excited about. So, looking over what this Toronto Maple Leafs team looks like, it looks pretty damn good so far. Of course, William Nylander, Austin Matthews, and Mitch Marner on that top line. It's a very good top line. On the second line, David Krejci, John Tavares, and Ilya Mikheyev. Very good second line. And then the third line of Pierre Engvall, Joe Thornton, and Dennis Mulligan. A pretty solid line as well there. So, yeah. And then the fourth line of Nick Batan, Alex Kerfoot, and Alex Iafallo. So, yeah, a pretty damn solid team, at least up front defensively. My God, wow. Okay, that's a good decor, Toronto. Morgan Riley with TJ Brody, Timothy Liljegren with Rasmus Sandin, Jake Muzzin with Troy Stetcher. That is a very good defensive core. And Braden Holtby is the goalie with Michael Hutchinson backing him up. So we get Holtby out of the net. We're chilling, but yeah, that is crazy. Oh, wow. Okay, so must have been a big trade that had happened. Of course, Holtby was traded away from Vancouver to Toronto at the deadline this season. But yeah, I mean, Holtby wasn't very good in net for Toronto, so interesting to see how things go, I guess. But like I said, guys, we are going to be going through the postseason. Unless we make it to the Stanley Cup final, that will, of course, be in the next episode. But let's take a look at what this team looks like. Of course, our team, arguably better on paper. We'll see, though. So, of course, our top line is pretty damn good. Definitely not as good as their top line, but our second line makes up for that. So, of course, on the top line, JVR, Giroux, and Couturier, they did pretty well together this season. I'm excited to see how they do continuing on. Then on the on the second line, we have Voracek, Patrick, and Konechny. Arguably our best line of the year this season. Very good team, though. And then, of course, next we have Joel Farabee, Morgan Frost, and Oscar Lindblom on the third line, a very good third line. Nicholas Aubé-Kubel, Scott Ludden, and Jeremy Rustov on the fourth line. So I'd say our second and third lines are better than Toronto's, but our first and fourth lines are worse. So we'll see how that evens out. Defensively, like I said, both decors are pretty damn solid. Of course, we have Ivan Provorov to match their Morgan Riley, and Dustin Byfuglien is better than any one of their other defensemen, but Gostis Bear is tied with one of their number 2 or number 3 defensemen. So I'd say arguably our D-core might be a little bit better, but our forward core might be a little bit worse, where our goaltending arguably is better as well. Of course, Carter Hart going to get really his first real look at the playoffs. Of course, he did very well in his first postseason appearance, and I'm hoping he continues that here this season. Of course, he's only played 14 games, so hoping to add a lot more of those games in his career. We'll see how that goes, though. I'd say we're just about ready to hop into this simulation, guys, so let's start it. I did not mean to go into the calendar. But, yeah, like I said, let's start it. Simulation will begin now. Game number 1 in Philadelphia. Let's see how it goes. All right, so 1-1 after 1. Tavares and JVR. It's weird because I'm cheering for Philadelphia here, even though I'm a Leafs fan. So I was hyped about the Tavares goal, but then I remembered, nope, we're cheering for Philly here today. So yeah, shots are 17-9 in favor of Philly. So that's a very good start for us. And of course, a late power play goal from JVR there gets us a tie game. So second period now. We're up 3-2. Rupstov and Couturier get the goals for Philly, and the number 1 and number 2 centers of Toronto have goals, and we are heavily outshooting Toronto right now, which is very good to see. Definitely want to keep them off the shot column by as much as we can. Now on to the third period, which we will of course slow sim. Sean Couturier gets his second of the game and gives us a 2-goal lead. Alex Iafallo, though, makes it a 1-goal game, and Tavares gets his second of the night just 28 seconds later to give Toronto the tie game. Then about a minute and 11 seconds later, Malgin gives Toronto the lead, and then just 4 minutes later, Nick Batan makes it a 2-goal game for Toronto. So this was a very, very bad third period, and Carter Hart struggled this game. Only 20 saves. Well, we had 42 shots, and Holtby had 38 saves, so yeah, that's unfortunate. Couturier, wow, 8 hits, Jesus. But yeah, 4 unanswered goals there in the third period. That is not a good way to start this off, and that's a little worrisome. Carter Hart, buddy, I definitely need you to do better than that. So, okay, well, let's continue on. Let's see what we can do here in game number 2. Of course, we will have home ice advantage throughout this entire series and the entirety of the postseason. Mitch Marner with a pair of goals with or less than a minute apart from each other. So, wow, that sucks. Travis Konechny then gives us the 1-goal game late in the period, thankfully, but my God, Toronto had 20 shots that period. The fact that we are away with a 1-goal game is actually baffling to me. We had a very pressed, or very, I don't know, offense-heavy, I guess we can say, first period in game 1, but they have a very offensive-heavy first period in game 2, so let's see what we can do here in the second. We're down 4-2. Nolan Patrick tied the game, but then Brody and Mikheyev with goals, and Toronto only 12 shots that period, but they still get 2 goals, so we only had 6 shots that period. We are getting held off the shot clock a lot, so heading into the third period, trailing by 2, it is not looking good for your President's Trophy winners. Power play for Toronto. We are able to kill it off, which is good, but we're almost halfway through the period, though. Nolan Patrick gets a second of the game to bring us within 1, but Dennis Malgin regains the 2-goal lead for Toronto as Toronto is about to hit 40 shots. They do. And we're running out of time here, guys. This is not looking good for Philadelphia. Yeah, this is not looking good at all. So, whew, all right, down 2-0 here. The first two games of the series, we've been outscored 11-7. That is crazy. There's absolutely no goaltending this series. We're gonna head into game number 3. I'm not gonna make any line changes or anything yet. Let's see how we can do. Oh man, first period, 1-1. All right, Matthews and Lindblom with the goals. 14-11 are the shots in favor of Philly. Of course, we're now in Toronto. All right, second period, we're up 3-2. All right, Voracek and Konechny with the goals for Philly, and Iafallo with his second or third already for Toronto. So good to see Konechny and Voracek there. Of course, Voracek had an outstanding season this year, so very good to see that. We are outshooting Toronto by 11 shots currently. And we will slow sim the third. Can we get a win here? Power play goal from Voracek definitely does help reach that goal. Let's see if we still can, though. About halfway through the period now. Lindblom gets his second of the game to make it 5-2 from center ice. Nice. It says Voracek's goal is from center ice. Oh, wait. Voracek's goal was from center ice. Okay, wait. I'm so confused. Where was wasn't Voracek's goal up front? It literally showed that it was up front. Yeah, okay, yeah. Lindblom's goal. Sorry, yeah, okay. I don't know what the game was doing there, but Lindblom's goal from our side of center ice. That's very sad. And there we go. We actually get some goaltending from Carter Hart there that game, which is nice to see. Our second and third line doing very good that game. But there we go. We get on the board, and now getting outscored, what is that, 13-12. So we're only down by 1 goal now, but still, at least we get a win on the board to really bring us back and give us a step in this series. So again, of course, back in Toronto. Let's go. Game number 4, period number 1. It is 1-1. Scott Lawton and John Tavares with the goals. All right. 6-8 are the shots in favor of Toronto. All right. Second period. 3-2 for Toronto. Muzzin and Brody with goals for Toronto, and JVR on the power play gets his, I think, third of the postseason. Second for sure. We are out shooting Toronto. Carter Hart has been struggling for the most part this entire series, though. We will slow sim the third. Will we tie the series or will we go down 3-1? That is the question. And I really do not know the answer to, but Rupstov ties the game in the crease, but then Muzzin gets his second of the game. Muzz Lightyear, but Sean Couturier ties the game again. All right, we have a game here, guys. We have a very good game here. 4-4, and JVR gets his second of the night to give us the lead. A late power play for Philly. Toronto kills it off, but 13 seconds left. Konechny gets an empty net goal to give us the tie series, and okay, all right. Muzzin, of course, with 2 goals and an assist there. JVR with 2 goals. Fourth line, Scott Lawton with a goal and an assist. All right, so, yeah, quite the series so far. What is the goal total now? I think it's 17-18 for us. Let me just see. That's a fucking crazy amount of goals. So 6 for Toronto, 11, 13, and 17. Then for us, 4, 7, 9, 15. All right, so I totally did that wrong. My bad. Yeah, so we are still getting outscored just by 1, right? Is that what I said? 18? Was it 18? Fuck. 6, 11, 2, that's 13, plus 4, 17. So yeah, we're getting outscored by 2. I don't know why I'm all of a sudden tired, but whatever. We're still getting outscored by 2 goals, unfortunately, right now. 17-15 in favor of Philly, but you know what? We do have a tie series, and that's what matters most. Carter Hart, buddy. Oh my god. Okay. You know what? I knew it was bad. I didn't expect it to be that bad. Carter, buddy. Yeah, no, sorry. Linus Allmark will get the start for Game 5 because, my god, I didn't think it was that bad, but holy shit. Okay, Linus Allmark, prove to me why you were a sick signing. Alright, back in Philly, what can we do? Period number 1 of Game 5. We're up 3-1. Alright, Engvall gets a goal, but Giroux gets 2, and Lawton with 1 as well. We are out shooting Toronto 14-11 right now. Not a bad first period, though. Second period, we're up 4-2. Alright, so Thornton and JVR with the goals. Again, we still have the lead. We are out shooting them as well. Can we keep Toronto off the score sheet for the rest of this game? I hope so. Let's see what we can do. Halfway through the period, we had a 5-on-3 there, unable to capitalize. Allmark lets in another one, and Allmark lets in another one. Okay, 4-4, and yeah, that one hurts. I'm not gonna lie. That one hurts. 2 unanswered in the third period from Toronto there. About 1 minute and 17 seconds apart from each other. Toronto ties this game. We're in overtime. Oh no, Linus Allmark was not the move. Captain Tavares with the goal. And that is a 5-4 victory for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And that is a 3-2 series lead for the Toronto Maple Leafs. We are definitely going back to Carter Hart because, well, I mean, I don't think it really matters. I mean, both goalies aren't doing good, so, and I think their offense is just better. Oh my god, Allmark. Oh my god. Alright, so. This is scary. I wasn't anticipating this series, or this episode, to really be done after one series, but it's not looking too good for Philadelphia right now. So far, home ice has meant absolutely nothing. Let's see if that trend continues. First period of Game 6. 0-0 after 1, and I think that's the first scoreless first period of this series. 13-8 are the shots in favor of Toronto. Can we get a goal here in the second to open the scoring? We cannot, but Timothy Liljegren will. And it is a 1-1 game. Liljegren is finally good, and Carter Hart is finally saving the puck. So please, for fuck's sake, Philadelphia, score a goal. Third period. What can we do? Come on, Philly. Oh, a power play for Toronto. A 5-on-3. A long 5-on-4. My God. Oh, Jesus. A power play for Philly. Can we get one back? No. Right after the power play, Rasmus Sandin makes it 3-0, and that looks like it will be the end of your President's Trophy season for the Philadelphia Flyers. Okay. Well, that was awful. 29 save shutout for Braden Holtby. And that was a terrible series. Absolutely terrible. Oh my. Yeah. 6, 11, 13, 17, 22, 25 goals in 6 games. We let up. My God, I thought this team was pretty good defensively. I guess the fuck not. Holy. That is really, really bad. Oh my Jesus, man. God damn. So, yeah, that was not good at all. Carter Hart with an 872. I mean, his stats got better from that game, but Jesus Christ. That series was not good at all. Jesus, man. Okay, well, that sucks. That's not at all what I was expecting expecting for that series and for this postseason, but let's go and take a look at our stats this season. 7 points from JVR, Ghost, and Provorov. 2 defensemen were point per game. I mean, neither of them had a goal, but we had 3 over point per game players, and Voracek was also a point per game player. Giroux not too far behind. Couturier and Konechny not too far behind. Lawton, Rupstov, Lindblom, Farabee, Frost, all with 3. Nolan Patrick, sadly, only 2 points at a -2, although pretty much everyone on the team was a -2 for some reason, although Travis Sanheim a -8. Evan Bouchard a -7. Okay, that third pairing struggled. I believe that's our third pairing. Carter Hart, again. That is awful. Oh my fuck. Jesus Christ. Okay. Now let's take a look at his playoff stats. Not looking too good anymore. Yeah. Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. His stats took a big dip from that series. Okay, well, that is, of course, the end of the postseason for us. I guess we're on to the draft, but I guess we can follow along with our AHL team who's in the second round. Carson Torninsky is a beast, leading the Lehigh Valley Phantoms currently in the playoffs. We did go to a Game 5 against Providence, but let's see what we can do here against Charlotte, I believe it is. We are up 3-1. No, we are 2-2, sorry. All right, so best of 3 to end out this series. What can we do? Why can't I go back on the schedule like that? I don't know. We win 1, we win 2. We're moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Binghamton Devils. Let's see what we can do. We win Game 1. We lose Game 2. Game 3. We win Game 4. It is a best of 3 once again. Will we move on to the Calder Cup Final? We will not. Alright, so it is, I think, what, Henderson? Is that what they are? Henderson Silver Knights or whatever the fuck? I don't remember. But either way, I think it's Henderson and Binghamton in the finals again. We are going to be submitting to the draft. The Vegas Golden Knights have fired their coach. Good thing their AHL team is doing good. Binghamton and Tampa win the Calder and Stanley Cup respectively this season. Alrighty. New York moves from 6-1, so they're going to get even better. My God, they're going to have no cap in a few years, but they're getting continuously better. Alright, let's see who retired this season. Joe Thornton retires, unfortunately, without a Stanley Cup. Patrick Marleau retires, unfortunately, without a Stanley Cup. Then Hainsey, Nielsen, Erickson, and Beagle. What about goalies? Curtis McElhinney. Sad. Although he got a Stanley Cup with Tampa, I believe, so that's hype. Patrick Marleau is now a coach. Cool. Nielsen and Thornton are now scouts. Cool. Don't really care all that much, but cool. Not too worried about draft interviews. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just go take a look at the stats. Voracek surprisingly didn't get a jump from this season, so Tampa. Oh wait, Thornton won a cup last year with Toronto. I totally forgot that Toronto won a cup in this sim. Never mind. So, good on you, Jumbo. But Tampa, 2 out of the last 3 seasons with a Stanley Cup. Of course, we won the President's Trophy. That meant nothing. It was a Chicago-Tampa final, a rematch of the 2015 final. That's Patrick Kane with the Art Ross and the Hart Memorial this year. Cale Makar with the James Norris. Patrick Kane with the Lady Byng. Christian Vasilina with the Calder. Andre Vasilevsky with the Conn Smythe. Carter Hart with the Vezina. Let's go. Legend. Carter Hart with the Jennings. Let's go. You legend. Bill Masterton goes to Matt Waugh. Jack Adams goes to B. Moran. That is the LA Kings coach. Anze Kopitar wins to Selke. Ted Lindsay to Patrick Kane. And Maurice Richard to Patrick Kane. So Patrick Kane cleaned up this season with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 awards this season. That is a lot. Of course, we had a few awards there as well. A President's Trophy. I'm actually going to keep track of the awards we win this series because I think that will make for more of a fun storyline. So I'm just opening my notepad and I'm going to write these down. So in 2021-22, Carter Hart wins the Vezina and Jennings. How do I want to do this? I don't know. Let's do it like this. Vezina and Jennings. I don't know how to write. And then, of course, as a team, we won the President's Trophy. But there we go. Cool. Alright, so now we can move on to the draft. We might as well. I mean, I could end the episode, but we might as well do the draft here today. So let's check out the draft class. I don't know when we're picking. I don't really care. Oh, there's a franchise German. I want him. Max Badar. Or Bader. Probably Bader, actually. Bader? I'm going to go with Bader. Bader sounds more legit. Yep. He was very good. Rutu was very good. Galchenyuk was very good. Lambert, Shane Wright, who I'm pretty sure I made a franchise, but okay. Matt Savoie. A very good start to this draft, I'm not going to lie. Let's see what we can get down here at 26, I think it is. We're going for the German, Leo Haberlein, the 17-year-old. He's medium top 9. Oh, that is so bad. Oh, God. Yeah, well, that is a very depressing pick. I'm not going to lie. That sucks, but we move on to the next pick. On to the second round here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go for Pierre-Olivier Roy. It's probably Roy, just because that is a very French name, a medium 7th. Oh my God. We are struggling so far. On to the third round. We've got guaranteed medium top 9s. We're going with Matthias Fritzmeier, the German goalie, a medium fringe. My God. We are struggling. We have back-to-back picks here in the fourth round. Let's go for the 17-year-old Will Cleary. He's a medium top 4. Okay, that's not too bad. Very low overall, but it's not too bad. I mean, I don't know who else to go for. Let's go for Brendan Hui. That's a sick last name. He's a low top 9, so, I mean, Cleary, arguably the best pick of the draft so far, which is kind of sad to say. He's a 47 overall, so let's go for our goalie and Ralph Lowry. The 19-year-old, a medium backup, is very poor. On to the next pick. Okay, let's find anyone that is good, please. Not looking good. Kirill Spruev. Might just take the risk on him. Actually, I'm going to go for Yell, Nathan Yell, the 19-year-old American. He's a low top 6, which honestly isn't that bad. Moving on to the 7th round. I didn't even get to see what that trade was. Sorry, guys. I just clicked A because I was about to go into that trade, or go into that draft pick, but my bad. Sorry about that. We're going to go for Kirill Spruev, or actually probably Topi Pekarinen, a 6'5", low bottom 6. Okay, that draft was very bad. That was not a good draft whatsoever. Yeah, that wasn't very good. Yeah, that was not very good. Let's move on to the re-sign phase. Of course, I don't even know who's expiring this year. Dustin Byfuglien is, of course. So let's see who is expiring. Dustin Byfuglien's really the only one that matters. Just kidding. Isaac Ratcliffe absolutely matters. I'm giving him a 2-year deal at $750. I could honestly give him more, and I wouldn't really be too opposed to that. Matthew Strome has been growing fairly well. That is good to see. That's nice. More depth for the forward core at least. Although we have so many good forwards, we honestly have too many. So let's see. Konechny up to an 89. Couturier back up to an 88. Patrick up to an 88. Giroux down to an 87. Voracek still an 82. JVR down to an 84. Okay. Farabee an 83. Frost and 83. Man, I really want Farabee and Frost to grow. Lindblom I don't really care about as much, but Farabee and Frost I really want to grow. But unfortunately, the only way I could really get them higher in the lineup is if I get rid of like Voracek and JVR, which I mean that's honestly a possibility maybe. I don't know though. Like looking at our forward core right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 really. I'd say we have about 18 possible forwards that could be in the NHL. Like we just have an abundance of forwards, which obviously isn't a bad thing, but that's also very hard to manage. And I don't think we really have a plethora of defensemen like that. Like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, obviously we really don't have that same like player pool on the back end. Byfuglien doesn't want an extension. I mean, I'd only give him a 1 year anyways, but I think I'm going to let Byfuglien go. I mean, overall, he wasn't a bad player for us. He didn't really do much, but I mean, 28 points isn't that bad, but I think I'm going to send Byfuglien to free agency and we can look at something better, because I think what I might do for this upcoming year is Provorov, Bouchard, Ghost, and Myers, then Sanheim and another righty, obviously is what we'd be looking into. We have a lot of contracts expiring next year. That is not good at all. And of course, we have Carter Hart on that pretty good deal. He's up to an 89 now as well. So let's just expiring. We've got Ustamenko, who's a goalie. We're going to release him. He's not that good anyways. I did not mean to do that. Let's go to our defenseman now. Friedman. Might just release him, see if we can get some better defensemen. Witherspoon, I think that's Tyler Witherspoon I'm going to release. Andre, he's a pretty poor prospect. I'm going to release him. Adam Ginning, also a pretty poor prospect, honestly. I'm going to release him as well. And then is this Linus? Yeah, Linus Hogberg. I think Marcus Hogberg's brother, I think. Don't quote me on that. And then for forwards, of course, like I said, just an abundance of forwards right now. So Obey Kubel, I will sign to a 1-year deal. Isaac Ratcliffe, of course, I just offered a contract to, was it Carson? Or Connor? Connor Bunneman, sorry. I will offer him a contract as well. I'm just going to offer all these guys contracts and really just see who's going to fight out for the bottom 6. Maxim Sushko can get re-signed. Who's this guy? This guy's actually pretty good. Connor McLennan, drafted in the 6th round. Wow, okay. Bit of a steal here, maybe. All right, that is actually very interesting. 68 of 20 isn't all that bad. Going to give him his ELC. Desnoyer, a 65 of 20. I mean, he's doing good in the queue. Very high discipline, wow. I mean, I could sign him, but he's a 65 at 20, which really isn't that great. So let's advance today and let's see what all those players say. Kubel renews. Bunneman, Torninski, Ratcliffe, Strome, Shushko, McLennan, all accept. So everyone is already re-signed. And there we go, guys. I mean, that was a pretty fast re-sign phase. So let's just take a look at what this team could look like. Of course, let's just sort it by position. So forwards, we have a bunch. We have an absolute eternity of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So realistically, I don't even need to sign a forward, but I might. Tempted to sign Stasiak here, actually. Weston Stasiak. Maybe Biggs as well. I mean, they both come up next year, but I think I might do it this year. Why not? They're both Americans, so they can play in the AHL. Why not? Let's give them some ice time. And that'll be it for that, I think. But defensively, let's see how many players we have. Of course, we need an NHL defenseman. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so really we only need one NHL defenseman, but I think I might sign some more. I might sign Connor DeSalvatore here. I mean, yeah, why not? Let's try it. He can play in the AHL, of course, so there we go, guys. I'll wait, actually. Before we continue on, I would like to just take a look at the goaltending. Of course, our goaltending isn't changing this year, but we do need someone down in the AHL, and I might just go for Jesper Wallstedt. Probably. Why not? He's seems to be growing relatively well. Felix Sandstrom, of course, will stay the starter in the AHL. So there we go, guys. Let's not go to contracts. Let's sim to the next season. Well, shortly at least. Sorry. We will sim to free agency first. And we'll see what's up. Wallstedt accepts. DeSalvatore, Stasiak, and Biggs all accept. There we go. Very nice to see. Of course, a bunch of our scouts are going to free agency. I don't really care. But there we go. Now we can take a look at free agency. I really don't need a forward, so I don't really plan on even looking. Morgan Riley. Morgan Riley. How cool would that be? I don't think that's very likely, though. Let's just see, though, out of curiosity, forwards out there this season. Braden Point, Evgeny Malkin, Johnny Gaudreau, Phil Kessel, Zibanejad, Kadri, Olofsson. Damn. And then defensively, Riley, Byfuglin, Giordano, Pareko, Pulak, Ekholm, Manson, Letty, Bean, Dunn. Interesting. What about goalies, actually? Fleury, Kemper, Francouz, Corbusalo, Merzlikins, Sorokin. Wow. Surprised he's in free agency. Cool. Alright, well, let's just sort it by potential first to see if there's any decent prospects out there. Vitaly Abramov, for some reason, is out there. He's an RFA. I was going to say, what the hell. But, yeah, Alexei Hiboniemi, guessing is an RFA. He is, yeah. I'm surprised they can't afford him. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of want to look around just to see if there's anything that good out there, but it doesn't really look like it. So let's just immediately, actually, let's look at goalies first. Damn, Caden Primo is growing incredibly well. Stuart Skinner isn't doing that bad either, to be fair. Jan Bednar is also there. So let's just take a look at defensemen. We need a right-handed defenseman. And it doesn't even have to be a top-tier defenseman. Could literally be anyone. It does not matter to me. I just want to sign them, preferably on a one-year deal, just because we have so many contracts expiring next season. Maybe Troy Stetcher. He wants a 2-year deal. Troy Stetcher. 23 points last season. Not too bad. I mean, or 24 points. Sorry, actually. Maybe we can come back to that. Colin Miller, 17 points. It's gonna send me back to the top. Fuck. Parayko. I mean, he wouldn't want to sign a 1-year deal. Neither would Pulock or Manson, for that matter. Would think Justin Schultz maybe would, but he doesn't want to either. He had a very down year last year wherever he was playing. Nudivara as well does not want one. Strawman, though, kind of makes sense for a 1-year deal. He did very good last season as well. He is wicked defensively. Let's try 1 year for Anton Strawman. I'm going to offer him a 1-year deal at $4 million. We'll see if he accepts. And really, I mean, that's the only thing I really plan on doing this offseason. So let's see what Strawman says. We might as well actually let's see what's out there for scouts. I should probably sign some scouts to get some better ones. We have some pretty poor ones, so I'm just gonna, oh my, holy offers. I'm just gonna give some max deals out to some top tier scouts that are out here. I'm just gonna offer all the A's a contract and a couple of B's as well, just because why not? We could use some better scouting. Let's send it to, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 B's. Why not? Zachary King. That used to be a famous Viner. I'm pretty sure that's the guy's name. If you know who I'm talking about, I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. Zach King, I'm pretty sure. And let's do one more. That'll bring us up to 20 scouts. Nathaniel Trainer. Alright, there we go. We should be good. Coaches, don't really care. We have all of our coaches anyways, so cool. And let's just see what Strawman says. I have a feeling he might get an offer from another team, which I really hope he does not. Scrastons accepts. Turco accepts. Terrio accepts. Thorne. Walton. Strawman accepts as well. Very good. So we get all the scouts and we get that defenseman that we were looking at. So Zachary King as well. Just kidding. Nathaniel Trainer. There we go. That is everyone already done and dusted. So we can sim along to the next season, guys. I am very excited to see what this team is going to look like. So as I sim to the next episode, I'm just going to end this one here. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy. This was a bit of a long one. I do want to apologize for the lack of content this week. It's been a busy week for me, so I do apologize. And I've been playing a lot of COD, and unfortunately haven't been able to record that much just because of work and other things going on in my life right now as well. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Thank you for the continuous support. I really do appreciate it. We're up to 34 subscribers now, which is very cool. So thank you guys all so much for watching, like I said, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.